What's going on, guys, and welcome to my Chelsea career mode series. FIFA 17 just came out yesterday and I've been getting used to the game again. I didn't really play a whole lot of 16, but we're back at it with a Chelsea career mode. Let's go ahead and look at the squad real quick. We've made one change to the squad, the starting 11 as it is. We put David Luiz in for Cahill. I really rate David Luiz over Cahill in every single way. We do have a secondary squad, we'll get into that in a minute. We'll just run down the squad. We've got Hazard on the left, Costa up front, Willian on the right, Fabregas, Kante and Matic in the middle, Azpilicueta, Terry, David Luiz, Ivanovic and Courtois in goals. It's a really stacked team, and we are going to be looking to make a little bit of improvements. Maybe not for the starting 11. We could splash out for like a godlike centre defensive mid, but I don't think we're going to do that. Let's have a look at the second team. So the second team, I've went for a little bit of a more attacking-minded formation. We've got Alonso on the left, Solanke up front, and Pedro on the right. We've put Loftus-Cheek at cam. He's a 68 rated this year. That's really good. Van Ginkel in the middle with Chalobah. We've got Kane, Cahill, Zuma, Azpilicueta again, and Begovic in goals. We're definitely going to look to get a reserve left back, or at least like a sub left back for this season. I know we've got a lot of players out on loan. Also looking to get a right wing or a right mid player. Maybe put Solanke out on loan. Maybe get another striker so we can have 3 strikers to switch from. But that is about it for the second team. So if we go ahead and look at the inbox, we don't need to know about the transfer market situation. This year they've introduced shirt sales. I've actually not read anything about the new things in my career. I've just dived right into it. As you already know, merchandise is an important source of income for the club. Shirt sales. We need to earn 170 million. Let's look at our objectives real quick. Win 2 seasons in the Champions Cup. Wait, we'll have to play 3 seasons then. Remaining seasons too, but we're not in the Champions Cup this year. Whatever. Qualify for the Champions Cup and win the FA Cup. That should be easy, but you know, we'll see. Youth development: grow 1 youth academy player by at least 5 overall points. Play them in 5 matches, either as part of starting 11 or coming in as a sub. We'll definitely do that. I do like using the youth academy. Brand exposure: obviously gain 170 million from shirt sales. Financial: we have no objectives. What? Whatever. Domestic success: obviously we have to win the league and win the FA Cup. Continental success: obviously we have to qualify for the Champions Cup and then win 2 seasons in it. Alright, so our finances we're actually down 71 million. We're only getting 16 million in earnings. Our budget for this year is 84 million. I know for a fact they changed everything to do with the starting budget, because last year it wasn't very good, honestly. This year is kind of more realistic. Obviously, Man United's got like the most money. We've got 344,000 wage budget. This is actually really good. We can make some decent purchases. Alright, so here's our short list for this transfer window anyway. I kind of made a decision to maybe replace Ivanovic. We've got 2 right backs, a left back, 2 right mids, and 2 strikers. Got Aurier, Malo, Robertson, Dembele, Zivkovic, I don't know, Dembele and Origi from Liverpool. We're actually going to wait and get the scout reporters back until we make any purchases, but I am looking to at least bring 2 of these players in. I don't think Dembele's available right now. I think he just moved to Dortmund, but he's a really good player. I'd potentially like to get him next season, but we'll see. So our first match in the Asian Elite Cup is against Perth Glory. We're just going to sim these. I don't really like playing friendlies in career mode. We're going to use the second team because we should get a clean victory. Nothing too serious. Let's see. Just going to skip it, don't care. 1-0, Solanke scored. That's nice. So we've got some folk in the training real quick. We've got Solanke, Loftus-Cheek, Chalobah, Aina and Kane. We're definitely going to have to loan some players out. Yeah, because we're not going to use them all. Might even sell some of the young players. Alright, so right back, Chalobah. Honestly, I just sell this boy every year because he recently joined the club. Oh wait, no, it's a different Chalobah. Alright, so we're just going to put these guys on a 2-year loan. Mount, we're definitely not going to use him. He's too low of a rating for this team. Solanke, we're going to keep 69 rated. He's a young player. He'll definitely develop. You know what? We'll not sell any of the young players just yet. We'll put them all on 2-year loans. Hopefully they come back into some sort of beast. Put this guy in a 2-year loan as well. Collins, actually, we're just going to sell him. We don't need 4 keepers. We definitely don't need a keeper that's 57 rated. We're never going to use him. Ina, I think we'll keep this boy as well. We'll just train him up, honestly. As you saw, we have a lot of loaned out players. Christensen, he has turned into an absolute beast, by the way. Definitely excited to use him this year. Traore, obviously. Musonda. Musonda is... I've been wanting to use this player for ages. Last year, they absolutely fucked up his rating. But this year, I honestly think they got it right. He is such a beast. Cannot wait to use him as well. Boga as well, Jeremy Boga. He is such a god as well. I'm pretty sure he plays striker, though. I don't know. He's at Granada now. I thought he was at like Nice or something. I don't know. But he is also a beast. I'm actually very excited to use the young players that Chelsea have this season. So Man City want to buy Pedro, and honestly, I might let him go. Definitely not for 22 million. No, I'd say 26 million. Let's see if they bite on that. That'll give us 110 million to work with. If we do let him go though, because he is 28, like he's not going to get much higher in rating. He's a really good player, and really good backup to Willian. But honestly, if they buy him for 26 million, I'll definitely find a replacement for him. So our next match in the Asian Elite Cup is against Bayern Munich. Yet again, I'm not going to play it, even though it is Bayern Munich. But we are using the first team here. We're not going to sim it. We're just going to see the play-by-play. But here we go. The last game was a 3-on-1 against Atletico Madrid. We might get beat here. So 8 minutes in, 10 minutes in, nothing's happened yet. Azpilicueta scores on the 20th minute. There we go, we're 1-0 up. 5 minutes in, Ivanovic gets a yellow card. Not too worried. Hazard comes on. Actually, no, Hazard goes off. Still 1-0, 2-0. I think this game is in the bag now. We're just going to skip it. And there we go. We win 2-0 against Bayern. They weren't playing... Yeah, they weren't playing their full team, but it doesn't matter. Any win against Bayern's good. So we've got just beat Bayern, and now they want to buy our players. We've got an offer for Matic here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to sell him at all right now anyway. Might sell him in a couple seasons, but for now, we definitely need him in our team. So Man City have actually went ahead and matched the deal for Pedro. That's 26 million in the bank. Unfortunately, Pedro leaves the club, but that frees up some room for us to potentially buy 1 or 2 right wingers. Alright, so we've got a bunch of scout reports back. We're going to look at them in a minute. We've also got transfer offer. I believe it's for Matic. Yep. Liverpool want to buy now. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to reject all offers, disallow future offers. For now, we're definitely keeping him. We're not looking to replace him. I'm going to go ahead and... Alright, so every player on our shortlist we can buy now. We've got a projected value for them. I don't know if I want to make a purchase for a striker right now. Orgi's only there because he can play the right wing as well, I believe. How do I check? Here we go. Yeah, he can play on the wings as well, which I really like. He's 6'1". He's got 82 strength as well. He's going to be an absolute monster. I might put a bid in for him, honestly, but I'd rather get like a purebred winger instead of just a striker. Obviously, we can't buy him. He just came back, or he just came from Stade Rennais. Which is unfortunate because he is a really good young talent. I've never heard of him before. I don't think he was in the last game. I could be mistaken, but he is a really good player this year. A lot of people are going to pick him up. Zivkovic, he does have nice decent dribbling and sprint speed, and he's got a decent finishing as well. I might pick him up just for a backup, but now that Pedro's gone, I think we might have to go for a more... like a veteran right mid, or like a more established right mid, if you will. Andrew Robertson, we're definitely going to go for him. He's the only left back that we have on the shortlist. His contract is expiring in a year. We could potentially get him very cheap. We're going to put 2 million in. That's a lot of money for Hull, let's be honest. But yeah, this is just for a backup for Azpilicueta. We're definitely going to look to replace Ivanovic. So we've got Hugo Malo and Aurier. I really want to try Aurier. I really want to buy Aurier. We're just going to put a bid in. He is going to be a little bit expensive. Nearly 30 mil. I'm going to go in with 35. see if they respond to that. They should. And the wages this year are weird as well. Like 64. I thought it just goes up in like twos or something, like last year. But Hugo Malo. We'll put in a bid for this guy as well because he's only on the short list because he can play centre back as well. So if you want to swap to that 3-5-2, because now that we've got David Luiz, we quite easily can. It wouldn't mess up this guy too much. We're actually going to put just a 14 million bid in, see if they accept that. Like I said, I'd rather get Aurier though. Alright, so our next match in the group stage is against Atletico Madrid. We've actually got a really stacked group apart from Perth Glory. We're obviously going to sim it again using the first team. We're just going to skip it. I really can't be bothered. And we went 2-1. So there you go. No subs. No injuries, thankfully. Because you might get a kind of severe injury in these sim games, which is kind of unfortunate. But we do not this time. Alright, we've got a couple of emails back. Obviously, Pedro has just been sold. He's on his way to Man City. So we've got a lot of transfer budget to work with. Obviously, the Dembele scout report, we can't get him. Hull City actually rejected the transfer offer because he's too valuable. Celta Vigo, unacceptable. It's what, 24 million they want for him? Alright, we'll put in another bid. We'll go 16 million because that was the initial asking price for him. I believe it was. Hull City transfer rejected. We're definitely looking to get Robertson, so I'm obviously going to put in another bid. We'll go with 4 million. We'll put him in, actually, no, we'll put 3 million. I don't want to waste money that I don't have to, so put in 3 million. If they say no, then we'll just go out and purchase him for his actual value. So in the semi-finals of the Elite Cup, we're actually against Melbourne Victory. I don't know how. Wait, oh, they drew against Wolfsburg and they lost against Leverkusen, but they won against the Saudi Arabian team. Alright, well, this should be a handed victory. Shouldn't have any problems. Just going to send it. We won 3-1. There you go. We used the second team as well. Get them a couple minutes, you know. Alright, we've got a couple of emails back again. Obviously, the transfer budget is going up and up from winning these games. They want 43 million for Aurier. Obviously, I'm definitely going to look to buy him. We're going to go in with 28 million. I believe it was 28 to 32 before for his asking price. So we'll go in with 28. I think this is a loan. Yeah, okay, we'll send him off. Tomere, 61 rated. He might come back a beast. You never know. 2 more transfer offers. Shamrock Rovers want Collins. Just take him. I don't care. And we've also got an offer from Juventus for 30 million for Azpilicueta. Definitely not going to be accepting any offers for him though. That's a nice offer though. Like, honestly. Yeah, we're not going to accept it. We're not looking to sell him off just yet. You never know. One might purchase like Alaba or something down the line. Maybe not, but. So Malo, yet again, unacceptable. Just going to 18 million. He's 25 years old, and he's 80 rated. I'd rather get Aurier like 100%. But if we can't get Aurier, then he's a really good backup to him. Alright, so the finals of the Elite Cup, we are against Bayern Munich yet again. We're just going to skip it. We lost 1-0. Not that bothered about it. It's not really that bad. We obviously get a lot of money from this, so like I said, I'm not that bothered. Alright, we got a couple of emails back. We've actually been accepted to purchase Andrew Robertson from Hull, which is really good. Obviously, Aurier not accepting it, so we're just going to go in with 33 million, 10 million under their asking price. Hopefully they accept. Right, Andrew Robertson for 3 million. We're going to give him 35. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to give him 30. And 4 years. Important first team player. I think he'd go for squad rotation just because from Hull to Chelsea, like, they could be persuaded. Alright, so Celta Vigo have accepted the transfer offer for 18 million. This guy wants 35. I'm going to give him 33.5. 3 years, crucial first team player. Obviously, we are going to sell Ivanovic if we get this guy. Player sold, Collins is away. We actually put in a scouting request for Bernardo Silva and Gerard Deulofeu. I'd really like to get one of them since obviously Pedro's gone. I'd like to get a right mid replacement. Honestly, I feel like Deulofeu's a little bit better. Got a lot better dribbling, exact same finishing. I like to have wingers that can cut inside and finish if they have to. Delfeu's obviously got the pace. He's actually got more strength in his boy as well. We're definitely gonna put in a bid for Delfeu. Let's go. Honestly, let's just go 23 mil. The lowest asking price. I'd really like to sign him. Really good player, 81 overall. I believe his potential is like 88, so we can get to that Hazard level. Bernardo Silva. I don't think we're gonna have to put in a bid for him. Honestly, I believe we'll definitely get Delafeu. I think they would accept it. Then again, it is Everton. They are in the same league. They might not sell him to us. Alright, so PSG have accepted our offer for Aurier. 33 million. Am I saying that right, by the way? If I'm not, please just comment and tell me. We're going to give him the 80,000. Crucial first team player. Obviously, he's going right into the first squad. As soon as we sign him, we're going to sell off Ivanovic. Cesc Fabregas for Liverpool. Right, well, you're definitely not going to Liverpool, pal. Alright, so we've got a bunch of emails back, and this is what I like to see, man. Accepted all across the board. Hugo Melo accepted. Ours, Andrew Robertson accepted as well. I'm definitely going to accept this. I'm not going to accept this just yet because PSG accepted our offer for Aurier. Everton also accepted for Delfeu. We're, wow, 110 motherfucker. Alright, you know what? We'll give you 90,000. 4 years. Important first team player. If you bite on that, then that's fine. If not, we'll just have to offer him the 110,000. Like I said, not going to accept that one. We're going to accept this one. Definitely like this purchase right here. Only 3 million as well. We're going to stall this. So we've got backup left back. Obviously, we've got Baba like out on loan. We've got players that can play left back. Obviously they're not in the club just yet. We'll have to wait a season to get them back, but that's fine. Alright, so Delfeu has accepted that contract offer. That's actually really nice. Doesn't break the budget like at all. So we've got a massive, I think it's an upgrade, honestly, from Pedro, because he's 22. Pedro was 28. It's only a 2 overall difference. Like I said, we're going to stall this guy. Aurier hasn't got back to us just yet, but I believe he will. So another signing in the books, Gerard Delafeu. And Aurier came back and said that he accepted the offer, 80,000. Alright, so they're not as stingy this year, because last year they would like never, well for me anyway, they would never accept a wage under their demands. But this year it looks like they are, and we've got so much budget remaining. That's 2 world-class players that we've just got, Aurier, and obviously we don't have to get this guy now. So we can reject this offer. Sorry, Malo, or Mayo, or however you say his name. But we're not going to be signing him. So we've made 2 signings. Alright, so we've got a transfer offer for Ivanovic. Obviously, he's not going to go for much. Only 5 mil. I'm honestly just going to accept it for Everton. Like, it's not that big a deal. We've got Aurier. We're not going to be looking to replace him anytime soon. So I'm fine with selling him for 5 million. Obviously, it's not a lot. But Ivanovic is gone, which is fine. I think that's a good end for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, there was no gameplay. It was kind of just like the intro to the season, making the purchases, you know, doing all this. Let's go ahead and look at the starting 11 again. We've got Hazard, Costa, Willian, Fabregas, Conte, Matic, Azpilicueta, Terry, David Luiz, Aurier that we just purchased, and Courtois in goals. Obviously, the bench you can see. We've made 3 purchases: Aurier, Delafeu, and Robertson. This isn't going to be the final. I mean, it might be the last purchase we make, this transfer window at least. But you never know. I might think of something. But yeah, that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.